I feel a hand around my neck. Mind you, I'm driving.
Darling, you send me, I know you send me.
Charmin Abby. Charmin Abby. What? Hey guys, it's the girl Charm.
And your girl Abby. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today's video is another story time. Today's story time is not mine either, but like I was involved in there a little bit, whatever.
It's my story time.
Yeah,
my life is a book, and I want to share my book with y'all guys. So
Yes.
I hope you enjoyed. So let's start.
Yes. Alright, so it all started when?
I got in this argument with my ex. Like, we were good.
My ex.
For real. Like, we were real good. We were like, he was like this Romeo guy. He was so well dressed, put together, never wore sneakers. Like, he always had on like dress shoes. He was like the dime. He was like the guy you see in the storybooks, like
I was joking, but
he was that guy. He was that nice, professional looking, dressed down guy. You would not think anything was wrong with him. So therefore, we were good. Well, I thought we were good. He was showing me red flags, but I was like pushing it under the rug because I'm like, nah, you know what? This probably is me bugging out. Me being a woman, I'm bugging out, like completely bugging out. So then I was like, okay. So we get in the argument. I told him what was going on. I had an incident at my job, and it was going to escalate into me getting in a fight with these people. So then after that, he started up this big old nasty fight with me, and it was going on for like a good 2-3 weeks. I was like, yo, it's over. It's done.
Period. Done. Bye.
Patrick, go away! I never want to see you again!
I still
Bye.
Boo.
Bye.
So
See you
then
later. See you never.
he kept calling me and I just kept ignoring his calls. So I guess he thought that I had somebody else. I'm like, I just broke up with this dude. Why would he think that I got somebody else already? That was too fast. Like, let me get some time to breathe. So then he was like leaving. He was calling me like 50 times back to back. Texts, 100 texts back to back. Boom. Why you not answering your phone? I'm like, anyway, I'm in my head, I'm like, I don't have no time for this dude. I got work to do. I have a lot of work to catch up on, whatever. Then he called me. He just kept calling me. So he like, you know what? Let me answer the phone. Let me just pick up the phone and answer it. So I picked up the phone. This dude cursed me out in all different languages. Like, for real. I'm like,
All different languages.
all different.
Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey, and Greece.
All
I'm like-
different languages.
I'm like, okay, whatever. You know what? I was like, okay, bye. You know how some guys is like, oh, she avoided me. She must got another dude. Mind you, I'm taking care of my business. Like, when I break up with somebody, I'm focusing on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, frick all this relationship crap. I'm like, I'm done. All right, so then I was telling, somebody about the story. They was like, yo, you need to be careful. I feel like this guy is going to come for you. Because he just kept calling. I'm like, I'm not worried about him, whatever. So I went to work one day. And something was just off, but I'm like, you know what, whatever. I had a little incident at work, and I'm like, you know what, whatever. Boom. Normally he kept calling, and then one day he decided not to call me at all. And I'm like, maybe it's just me. But I'm like, this dude, every other day he's calling me 100, 200 times, 500 times, and today I'm not getting no call. So I decided to pick up the phone and call, and I'm like, yo, what's whatever. He kept hanging up the phone. He's like, I gotta call you back. I'm like, I'm like, Charmaine, in the back of my head, something is off. Something's not right. But, I never go with my damn gut. If I would have went with my gut, I'm like, okay, whatever. So, I used to work the evening shift, so I get off like around 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. So, it was pouring rain that day. No, the news said it was gonna be pouring rain that day. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I normally park my car in the same place every day. That when I walk out of the job, I could just walk to my car because my car is kind of like long, and I get to see what's going on in the back of the car and in the front. That day, I decided to park my car so when I come out of my job, I could just jump in the car because I want to get my hair wet. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So then,
you don't want to get your hair wet.
I don't want to get my hair wet. So that I'm gonna park my car, so when I come out the job, I could just jump right in the car and go home. And that day, I wanted to go home. I was like, I had enough of this. Like, I want to go home. So I didn't check the back of my car. I didn't think anything of it. So okay, I got in the car, and I normally leave my car a certain way. Like, if it's messy or something, I know how I left my stuff. So I'm looking, I'm like, something's not right. I didn't leave this way, right? So in the back of my mind, I decided to call him. He didn't pick up the phone. And I'm like, that's not him. He normally picks up the phone every time I call him. And the fact that I wasn't calling him is like, okay, now I'm like, something is wrong. I think this guy came in my car and probably bugged it.
Oh, hell no!
Abby, Godfather, right? I'm like, I'm gonna call him. So I'm gonna start some mess up because I think this dude got my car bugged. Cause I'm like, let me test the waters. Let me like throw some stuff out on him and see what's gonna happen. Then I called my kid's godfather, but I texted him before I called him and told him what I was doing, right? Cause you can't see me texting. You can't hear me saying anything through a text. You can just see me with my hands on the phone. I'm like, I'm gonna text him. So then I'm like, yo, just roll with it. And he's like, all right. So I called him, and I'm driving, and I'm making up this story like I had some other dude. When I used to come home from work, it's like a half an hour to get home from where I used to work at. So I'm like, okay. For some reason that night, it was taking me forever to get home. I'm like, then they had an accident, right? And it took me like a good, no lie, an hour to get away from that accident. And I'm like, yo, something is not right, B. Something is not right. So then while I was sitting in the car when they had the accident, I'm over here like, so let me play with stuff. So I normally leave my registration and stuff up, you know, on that thing, what's that called, the visor. So like if the cops stop me, I could always pull it down or whatever.
Usually everybody leave their stuff there.
Yeah, but I get. So I left.
Or the thing.
Yeah, in the glove compartment,
Yeah.
but I leave. So then I pulled down the visor and all the stuff came on, like, it dropped on me, and I'm like, oh no, this dude came in my car. So then I'm driving, I'm like, okay, you know what, I got past the accident, I'm ready to go home, because I'm scared. At this point, I'm like, I'm scared. This dude is, one, he's by my house, or he's somewhere around here. Let me hurry up and get home. So while I'm driving and I'm on the phone talking to Abigail's godfather, I feel a hand around my neck. Mind you, I'm driving. What? I'm like I felt a hand. I'm driving like this on the road, and I'm feeling a hand around my neck. And then I said, ah! I started to scream, and like I'm fighting, and then I took my hand off the wheel, B. Like I took literally my hand off the wheel. And in my head, I'm like, I'm here thinking there's the people from my job coming for me because we had an argument or whatever. I'm here like, who the hell would be in my car? How the hell? And I thought they jumped in the car when over there at the accident. I didn't know what the heck was going on. And then he was like, yo, chill out. And I'm like, who the heck is telling me to chill out? I look behind, lo and behold, it's my ex. And I'm like,
what the is wrong with you?
What the hell? So I looked, like I glanced. He had like black gloves over his hands. He was wearing sneakers. Mind you, this dude don't wear sneakers. So in my head, I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh no,
I was
baby.
like, no. I'm like, oh shit. So drive me back to your job. Right? So then I'm over here like, oh my God, I'm about to die. Mind you, I almost hit into the guardrail trying to get away from this dude because I didn't know who the heck's behind me. Ain't nobody supposed to be in my car. I'm driving, and normally I drive home unless I'm driving somebody home, and I normally, you know, drive somebody home, and that night I'm like, I'm ready to just go home. I wish that night I did decide to drive somebody home. So, and then they would have saw him in the back and like, what the fuck, and I would have caught the cops right there and then, but it didn't happen. So then I'm over here like, what the hell? He was like, just drive. He took my phone from me and threw it out the window. And I'm like,
mind you, the whole time she was still on the phone. Still on the phone.
And I had my watch, right? So when he threw the phone out the window, I was like, I got my watch. But I just got the watch, and I know there was a feature on it that said SOS, and I didn't know how to activate the SOS. I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna to do.
At this point, since she was still on the phone with my godfather, he decided to call me. Mind you, before, when this all was going down, it was Sunday. I remember it was a Sunday night because I had school the next day, and I always wash my hair on a Sunday. Well, not anymore, but I used to. I always wash my hair on Sundays, and so it was Sunday night. I was washing my hair. I finished, blow dried, everything. I was like, okay, now it's time for me to get ready to go to bed because there's school tomorrow. So I'm laying down and I turn on TV. I usually watch YouTube, so I'm watching YouTube, laughing, whatever. So then after I get a ring on my phone, I hear ding, like I heard that and I'm like, who is calling me? I thought it was my mom, but it wasn't her. So I'm looking, I'm like, I usually don't answer the phone for nobody. Do I answer the phone? No, I don't answer the phone for
She
nobody.
normally on her phone texting or watching
like,
something, but she never answers her phone.
I don't answer my phone. So I'm like,
Never.
maybe he called me for some reason. So I answered it. He was like, yo, something happened to your mother. I was on the phone with her. She started screaming. It was an accident. I was like, wait, slow down, baby boy, slow down. I love you. I love you. But like, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't understand what you're saying right now. I love you. You know who you are. But like, but like, I did not understand. I was so scared. I was like, what is going on? He was like, yeah, da, 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 da. She was this, that, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? He was like, call the cops.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Call the cops. And then I told him, I was like, if I call the cops, they're gonna be like, where is she at? I don't know. Like, I don't know where she at or nothing. And if I call the cops, they're just gonna come to the house. What was the point of them coming to the house? Like, that wouldn't make sense. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna just keep stalling. I was on the phone, I'm like, maybe call her back, something. He was like, I'm on the phone with her. So he was, he had his house phone and his actual phone in his hand, and I was on his house phone. So he put his phone to the house phone. I was like, this is all I hear. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm a small girl. What do you want me to do? Jump out the house and run to the car? Like, I was clueless. I was just sitting there like, whatever. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just see if I could call her and see if she answers. So I'm calling, nothing happened. At that time when I started calling her, I started getting scared. I was like, oh my gosh. But I'm not really a dramatic girl. Like, I'm not like that. I'm just like, I'm calling, but I'm getting scared, but I'm not showing that I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like calling the phone, and nothing answers. So I started texting the phone too. No answer. So I was like, damn, I don't know. So I called him back. He was like, call the cops. Call somebody else. I'm like, if I call them, they're gonna think I'm crazy and they're just gonna come to the house and do what? I had no clue what to do. Like, I was clueless.
Here we go again. I'm back. So,
and wait, hold on. Pause. This story. I'm sorry for the lighting changes. We trying to use natural light, and
it's going.
It's going
sunset.
Like doop. So I'm
setting.
sorry that it's only on me and that's it. And then if it goes to her and it's only on her, but I'm sorry. But yeah.
So back to the story. So meanwhile, I'm in the car. In my head, I'm like, I'm scared, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Charmaine, calm down. If you don't calm down, you're gonna make the wrong move. So I'm like, you know what? Probably if I speed up. No, I remember the accident that happened. I had just moved here, so I didn't know, like, what exit to get off to get back onto where the accident at, where the cops were at. And I'm like, I need to get to the cop. But then I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? So I'm driving. I was like, you know what? Let me speed up. If I speed up, the cop's gonna stop me for speeding. So I'm like, then he caught on to what I was doing. He was like, stop speeding. I see what you're doing. Stop speeding now. I'm like, oh my God, damn, that didn't work. What the hell am I doing? God, please.
Maybe, it's not this lighting.
I was like, God, please.
I'm sorry for the lighting. It's just natural light. I'm sorry.
It's cool. Anyway, they can still see us. So I'm like, oh my God. So then I said a prayer. I'm like, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So then he was like, take me back to, are we soon by your job? So I'm like, yeah. Meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, no, we are not close to my job. And no, I'm not going back there. I don't give a hell what you say. I'm not going back to that job.
Yeah, it's funny now, but like at the moment,
I was scared to hell. I was scared.
I was scared too. I was calling the phone like something gonna pick up.
I'm like,
a raccoon was gonna pick up the phone.
And I'm over here trying to figure out this watch. I'm like, I know how to do the SOS thing, but I don't know how to do it. I forgot, and I'm nervous. So then I drove past the exit where I was supposed to get off to go to the job. And something told me, like, you know what, Charmaine, think, activate your smartness. You know, that bulb come, you know, that little bulb you be getting on the little cartoon, like, ding.
Oh, let me think. Yep.
Go past the exit, and I saw somebody. I got off the exit, and I saw somebody behind me. So I'm like, you know what? Let me use this person behind me wisely. So then I'm like, I can't breathe. I started to act like I was about to die. I'm like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. He was like, what? So I stopped the car abruptly, and he like jumped up. He's like, what? Like, I can't breathe. So I opened the car door and jumped out the car.
And hold on, want to hear the rest of the story? Go and comment down below and see if you want to hear it.
If you want to hear the rest, comment below. You know, subscribe, share with others, let us know, and we will post part 2 when y'all ready for us to post the part 2. I can't wait to tell the rest of this story.
It gets juicier. It gets juicier afterwards.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in to my little part 1 of my story time. Part 2 is coming.
Don't forget to like, comment,
subscribe, and share
share
with others. Peace.
Bye.